Hi, I wanted to be able to demonstrate how to resize a embed box that we've put onto a web page here. Previously we had embedded a couple of different artifacts in our web page here. This is in Weebly, that website builder. We've embedded a YouTube video here at the top of our page below our banner up here, and then below that we've embedded a document, and it uses the scribd web service for embedding PDF files, for example. But notice the document came embedded as a full width. It fits the width of the page quite nicely. What if we realize that the YouTube video is not quite the same, and we'd like to have the width of this match the width of the document file below it, basically fit the page width from side to side here. We could go back to YouTube, for example. We could delete this out of here, go back to YouTube, and when we get the YouTube video embed code off the YouTube page, we could alter the size of the YouTube video at that point when we grab the, just before we grab the embed code. The other alternative is within Weebly here is to be able to select the specific embed code box. So this HTML box that we inserted in here that contains the embed code, and you can see right here that it's selected. Note that in two places within this not so obvious or easy to read set of code here is one location here that shows a width and a height, and then a second location here that shows width and height. Both show 640 wide by 360 pixels high. We can alter this width and height here just by going in and typing an alternative. I'm not sure what the exact width of this embed code down here is, but let's change this to something like 800 wide by 500 pixels high. And we need to do the same in both locations. We need to have an identical set of width and height numbers in the two places where it shows both of them here. So note now that I have, instead of whatever it was before, 640 by 480 or something like that, we now have 800 by 500 in both places. So now that we've adjusted that, we can just click outside of the box here and notice the size of the embed has enlarged to match the 800 width of pixels and 500 width and height. And we actually got pretty close here, right? It's almost the same width as our other one. We could go in here and do a little more tinkering. We know it's maybe 850 width and maybe changing this to 850 here. So this sometimes just takes a little bit of experimenting. This is pretty close here to the same width as our document file that's embedded below. And the key is you want to make sure the height and the width are reasonable proportion, that you're not changing what's called the aspect ratio of the width to height so that you get a distorted looking video, for example. So you want to increase the width and height by similar proportions when you do a resize of an embedded object like this. So that's how you can, as when you're trying to get your embedded objects to fill the page to match the size of another embedded artifact. That's how you can quickly go in and click on the artifact that we have embedded and quickly adjust the embed code, and it's quite simple to do.